Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. This is another video. As I told you, we shall be getting more of these videos. Today's video, it's all about importance or roles of accounting. Importance and roles, that's basically the same thing. So what do we have today? Today we have the roles of accounting. There are basically many roles, but today I want to look at the major. Basically we are going to look at like 10 of them. I want to break them down one by one, and accounting has a lot of roles, but let's look at these, a few major roles of accounting. One, accounting helps us to record business transactions. How? It helps us in keeping records for the business transactions, and which records are going to help the business in evaluating how the business performs, because there are business transactions that you record that tells you how the business is performing. Without business transactions, you cannot have reports, financial information like a balance sheet report. You can't. So that's basically the core importance of accounting. The second core importance of accounting is it facilitates in decision making, because it's from the records of the business transactions that you keep that will enable you make reports, and from the reports you won't make a decision. And how do you make a decision? Based on how the business is performing. If you have more losses than profits, then you may decide to stop the business or to liquidate the company. So that's one of the critical importance of accounting. The other importance, it communicates results. How? For example, I'm going to give an example of creditors. If you're recording business transactions, and you have creditors who demand you money, who you owe money. So those creditors, you track them based on the transactions you record, and that's accounting. It's going to help you see how much you're being owed, how much you owe. So that's in a way it's communicating to you that you know what, this creditor and this creditor, they have a balance of this much. So it's through accounting that you know what you have to pay, because the records you recorded have helped you to communicate to you that this balance is overdue. You need to do what? To pay. And that's communicating to you. So the other importance is it helps a business to meet legal terms. How? Let me tell, for example, if you're doing accounting, if the business is investing in accounting resources, it will help that business in meeting legal requirements. For example, income tax, that's a legal requirement. Each business, as long as it's above 150M or above 150M, it has to be filing income tax. So the income tax they file, this is an example of our country. Once a business is above 150M, it has to be filing income tax. So without financial records, you won't file income tax, and in the end, you may be fined by government organizations because you're not filing income tax. So accounting helps you to do those things. For Canada, it's Canada Revenue Agency, and for the states, it's Internal Revenue Service, IRS and CRA. So those help. You have to file income tax to those companies, and the tax authorities, income tax is filed to tax authorities. So accounting helps you to avoid those, those tax charges, so that's, which is very, 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 very critical in a business for its survival. Then, it also helps you to avoid audits. How? If you don't have an accounting system, or if you don't do accounting in the organization, URA or IRS is going to come and audit you itself. And once they audit you and they find any mistake or you've not been filing anything, they're going to penalize the business. So it's better for a business to be with an accounting system, or for a business to be with accounting resources, so that the business avoids all this. The better you invest in accounting, the better the business gets. So another importance we have, it helps to get more deductions. How? For example, if the business is performing badly, let me say, for example, in the States, if the business, if we are in the winter, and winter basically things are not moving. There is no tourism, tourists are not coming, sorry, restaurants and hotels and kiosks are not performing. So if a business has an accounting system, it will inform the authorities that, you know what, we have not been working, so please shift the tax, or maybe any legal obligation you have to pay, and you shift it to the next month or next year or next financial accounting year. So that's because of accounting. Or you may not be performing well because the profit and loss statement shows you have a negative, and once you have a negative, you're obliged for a deduction in tax payment. So and you know why all that is happening? Because you have a financial statement, and a financial statement is from accounting. You cannot have a financial statement when you don't have accounting. And if you've not gotten in from the business, the tax authorities will come to know, and it will be pretty bad. The next role or importance of accounting, it saves an organization's time. How? For example, if you've recorded your transactions in a business, in an accounting system, we shall look at accounting systems in my other video. I'll come and I talk about accounting systems. So if you have an accounting system and you've been recording your statement, your transactions or records, you realize it won't take even a minute to know how the business is performing. So to know how the business is performing. So and why is that? Because you will just go in the system and you get the information from the accounting system as simple as you can and very fast, saving a person a lot of time in doing a lot of things. For example, if you don't have an accounting system, then that means you're going to start doing what? You're going to start looking for document per document, which is kind of difficult. So the next, and not the last one on the list, but these are the major accounting importances. As I said, accounting helps in budgeting and future projections. These accounting systems can project. You can project. We'll show you how they project in my next videos that I'm going to be making. You can project future cash flows in the business. You can project income in the business. So it's because of accounting that you can do all that. Without accounting the business, you can't project for the business. So that's also another keynote to take. For example, how do projections help the business? If you project, let me say you are in 2020 and you're projecting to see the business profits in 2025. All you need is the base year, the current year, and the revenue you've made in that year. You can project the subsequent years and see where the business is heading to. But you only get that if and only if you have business transactions, and to get business transactions you have to be accounting. So that's it. That's basically it with the roles and importances of accounting. See you in my next video, where I'm going to be talking about the differences between managerial accounting and financial accounting. Let's stay tuned. Thank you guys. Thank you.